If you're a fan of the dinosaur era and think you'll never encounter a megalodon again, you're mistaken. On our planet, there are bloodthirsty predators that rival it in size and authority. And as you might have guessed, we're talking about sharks. Among all sea creatures, sharks hold a special place. Terrifying and mesmerizing, they have become the subject of many legends and myths. But what is true and what is fiction? In this video, we will dive into the world of sharks known as killer sharks. Stay with us to find out what it's really like to be a shark, why they are hated, and which sharks stun their prey before eating. The top largest sharks in the world and the most terrifying shark attacks. A dive into the history of sharks. And rewinding history a few years back, let's focus on one of the most famous ancestors of modern sharks, the Megalodon. This giant lived approximately from 20 to 3 million years ago and is considered one of the largest predators in Earth's history. It could reach lengths of up to 18 meters, longer than a large bus, and weighed up to 60 tons. Its jaw had 276 teeth, each up to 15 centimeters long. That's the length of an adult human's hand. The Megalodon was a true predator, and its diet likely included large marine mammals such as seals, dolphins, and even other sharks. Its distinctive features and hunting methods made it one of the most successful predators of its time. According to hypotheses, the extinction of the Megalodon could be linked to several factors. Global climate changes, a decrease in ocean temperatures, and changes in ecosystems. With the decline in the population of its usual prey, the Megalodon faced competitors such as great white sharks and other large predators, which could have led to its extinction. Despite the fact that the Megalodon is extinct, its influence on modern sharks cannot be overstated. Scientific research indicates that modern sharks, such as the great white shark, may be descendants of the Megalodon and other prehistoric sharks. This connection helps scientists understand how sharks have adapted and evolved over time. The Megalodon left behind a trail of myths, as its disappearance gave rise to legends of giant sharks still lurking in the ocean depths. Diversity of sharks. There are over 500 different species of sharks in the world, varying in size and behavior. From tiny deep-sea species measuring just 17 centimeters to majestic whale sharks whose length exceeds 20 meters. These marine inhabitants occupy various waters, from the surface layers of the oceans to depths of over 2,000 meters. Most shark species prefer saltwater, but there are exceptions that can survive in freshwater. In the oceanic food chain, sharks play a key role, primarily acting as predators. Nevertheless, there are also unique species. Whale, giant, and large sharks feed on plankton, squid, and small fish, using their gills to filter food from the water. This diversity, adaptations provide sharks with a wide range of ecological niches, which is one of the main factors of their undeniable success. In marine ecosystems, the Greenland shark. Among the diversity of sharks, the Greenland polar shark stands out. It truly is an outstanding example, and here are a few key aspects that highlight its uniqueness. Longevity. The Greenland shark is considered one of the longest living vertebrate animals on Earth. The average lifespan of these sharks is about 250 years, and in rare cases, they can live up to 500 years, making them true record holders among fish. Slow growth and reproduction. Female Greenland sharks reach sexual maturity only after growing to 4 meters, which takes approximately 150 years. Such a long maturation period requires special conditions for reproduction and survival. Habitat. These sharks prefer the cold waters of the Arctic and the northern part of the Atlantic Ocean, dwelling at depths of over 2,000 meters. These deep, cold waters make them less accessible for study, which complicates obtaining complete information about their behavior and reproduction. Low speed. The Greenland shark swims very slowly, reaching a speed of only 3 kilometers per hour. Such sluggishness may be a result of adaptation to a bottom-dwelling lifestyle and the cold conditions of their habitat. Philosophy of longevity. The lifestyle of the Greenland shark can serve as an inspiration for people. Considering their long maturation process and longevity, we can learn a lesson about the importance of slowing down the pace of life, valuing each moment, and striving for long-term health and well-being. Drawing from the lifestyle of the Greenland shark, one can conclude that we should slow down, build resilience, and not rush into adulthood, and then we might match its lifespan. So let's try, folks. Maybe someone will get lucky. Whale shark. They looked at the long liver. Now we proceed to our ranking of the largest sharks in the world. And here, in the first place, is the whale shark. It is the largest fish on our planet. For a long time, the whale shark remained unnoticed by the scientific community and was first described in 1828. The length of these giants can reach a record 20 meters, and their weight is over 30 tons. Despite their impressive size, whale sharks are completely harmless to humans. This is because they primarily feed on small plankton, filtering it from the water. These sharks are found in the warm waters of the tropics and undertake long migrations annually. Unfortunately, whale sharks are endangered and are therefore listed in the Red Book. The basking shark. Despite its name, the basking shark is not the largest. It ranks second in the world. The average length of these sharks is between 6 to 8 meters, and they weigh about 5 tons. The maximum recorded size of this fish is 12 meters in length and over 9 tons in weight. Basking sharks inhabit both cool and warm temperate waters of all oceans. They swim at a speed of about 3.5 kilometers per hour and feed on plankton, not by sucking in water, but simply by moving with their mouths open and filtering food through their gills. In this way, the basking shark is capable of filtering up to 2,000 tons of water per hour. It poses no threat to humans. Previously, these sharks were a valuable target for fishing, and overfishing led to a significant decline in their numbers, making them vulnerable. Tiger shark. One should not confuse the tiger shark with the sand shark, as the former is significantly larger and more dangerous. The tiger shark is also known as the leopard shark. These predators can reach lengths of over 7 meters, but individuals measuring 3 to 4 meters are more commonly encountered. Their weight can reach up to 700 kilograms, and their speed up to 32 kilometers per hour. The teeth of the tiger shark are sharp and strong, allowing them to bite through the shell of a sea turtle. These sharks hunt alone, primarily at night, and have a varied diet that includes crabs, lobsters, squids, rays, and even dolphins. They are omnivorous predators. Tiger sharks inhabit warm tropical waters around the world, and are most commonly found near islands in the Central Pacific Ocean. Reproduction occurs through live birth, with up to 80 newborns in a single litter. These sharks pose a danger to humans and are targeted for fishing because their fins, skin, and liver have high market value. The great white shark. The great white shark often becomes the main character in horror movies, and there are indeed good reasons for this. In real life, these predators pose a significant danger, including a threat to humans. The great white shark is attributed with the highest number of attacks on humans, which has earned it the reputation of a man-eating shark. However, in their natural behavior, they prefer to feed on dolphins, seals, sea lions, sea turtles, and birds. Great white sharks can live for over 70 years, and their streamlined bodies allow them to reach speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour. The average length of these sharks reaches 7 meters, while their weight ranges from 600 to 1,100 kilograms. They inhabit both the open ocean and the coastal waters of continental and island shells. This makes them common in various marine ecosystems around the world. Interestingly, this species was the inspiration for the fierce creature in Steven Spielberg's movie Jaws. Although in reality, humans are not part of their main diet. Unfortunately, this species is on the brink of extinction. There are only about 3,500 individuals left on the planet. Biological megamouth shark. The megamouth shark was first discovered in 1976 and is a deep-sea fish that very rarely comes into view of humans. The largest recorded individual reached 7 meters in length, but on average, the size of these sharks ranges from 4 to 5.5 meters, and the maximum weight can reach 1,215 kilograms. They inhabit the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. These sharks are known for their sluggishness. Their maximum speed does not exceed 2 kilometers per hour. To feed on plankton, jellyfish, shrimp, and copepods, they swim with their mouths open. Among large concentrations of food, they periodically snap their jaws shut to compact the food before swallowing. As of August 2015, only 102 individuals had been recorded, and only a small portion of them had been scientifically studied, making their study a challenging and relevant issue for scientists. thresher shark. Common thresher sharks, well, the largest species of cartilaginous fish from the thresher shark genus, can reach a length of 7 meters and weigh no less than 500 kilograms. These fish inhabit temperate and tropical waters all over the world. The thresher shark is omnivorous and interesting in its behavior. Common thresher sharks, well, the largest species of cartilaginous fish from the thresher shark genus, can reach a length of 7 meters and weigh no less than 500 kilograms. These fish inhabit temperate and tropical waters all over the world. The thresher shark is omnivorous and interesting in its behavior. One of the distinguishing features of this species is the very long upper lobe of the caudal fin. The English name for these sharks, translated as thresher shark, is related to their unique hunting method. They use their long caudal fin like a whip, herding prey into a group and stunning it. In addition to this, thresher sharks are capable of jumping higher than almost any other marine creature, making them one of the most impressive predators in the ocean. The giant hammerhead shark. The hammerhead shark has inhabited Earth's oceans for nearly 20 million years. The unique shape of its head, resembling a hammer, provides it with a wide 360-degree view, allowing it to quickly spot prey. This makes the hammerhead shark an efficient predator that feeds on a variety of food, including crabs, lobsters, octopuses, bony fish, and small sharks. Observations show that they use their distinctive head to immobilize prey. The average length of the giant hammerhead shark is about 3.5 meters, and its weight can reach up to 200 kilograms. These sharks inhabit warm coastal waters and the edges of continental shelves. Reproduction occurs through live birth, with females giving birth every 2 years and having up to 55 newborns in a litter. Although hammerhead sharks are potentially dangerous to humans, they rarely attack people. Due to their commercial value, they become the target of commercial fishing, raising concerns about their conservation in the wild. Reasons for attacks. Why do sharks sometimes attack humans when there's an abundance of food in their environment? Habitat? Let's consider the main reasons for this phenomenon and learn ways to effectively protect ourselves. Research shows that the main thing that attracts sharks to attack humans is sudden movements of panic or fear, which they perceive as a signal of potential prey. In shark habitats, several key rules should be followed. Avoid activity near fishing boats and vessels. It is preferable not to swim alone, especially at night. Avoid having open wounds or abrasions on your body before diving. Sharks react to the smell of blood and fish remains, concentrations of small prey, and solitary large animals. It is also advisable to avoid bright swimsuits and shiny accessories, which can be mistakenly perceived as the scales of a potential victim. If an attack is inevitable, it is necessary to actively defend yourself. Attack the shark in sensitive areas of its body. Avoid hitting with your hands and feet to prevent injuring yourself and attracting sharks with the smell of blood. It's better to use available objects to strike, minimizing the risk of injury for both the person and the shark. Attack. The most terrifying shark attack in history occurred in the summer of 1945. After the cruiser Indianapolis was sunk, it went to the bottom. Most of the crew managed to save themselves using lifeboats. They spent 4 days in the open ocean without water and food. However, the worst was yet to come for them. Reports indicate that the sound of the explosion and the commotion on the surface attracted sharks. At first, the predators focused on the dead sailors who were floating in the water. But the survivors' attempts to swim away on boats only intensified the water's vibration. For several days, sharks circled around the site of the wreck. Ultimately, according to various reports, between 60 to 80 sailors were killed by these predators' attacks. But not all sharks are that dangerous. I've picked out the top 5 most friendly ones for you. You've heard about the whale shark and the giant shark from the list of the largest, but I'll tell you a bit more about the nurse shark, the goblin shark, and the angel shark. The nurse shark. The nurse shark is a slow-moving bottom-dwelling predator that prefers to spend its time on the ocean floor during the day and becomes more active at night. These sharks can reach a length of about 10 feet, approximately 3 meters, and weigh up to 120 kilograms. The diet of the nurse shark includes lobsters, crabs, shrimp, and small fish, making it an important part of the ecosystem. The nurse shark is a favorite among divers due to its calm and peaceful nature. It is often seen peacefully swimming around divers, showing no aggression. However, it should be noted that these sharks can defend themselves if provoked. There have been recorded instances where they have bitten in self-defense. Despite this, overall, the nurse shark is considered a fairly safe species for humans, which makes them appealing. For underwater world enthusiasts. Goblin shark. The goblin shark, also known as the goblin shark, is a creature that captivates the imagination with its appearance. However, contrary to common fears, it is completely harmless to humans. Encounters with this rare species of deep-sea sharks are extremely rare, which in itself makes it even more mysterious and interesting to study. It is easily recognized by its unusual, greatly elongated and flat snout, which gives it an alien appearance. This prominent feature, along with its irregular, asymmetrical, and jagged jaws, makes the goblin shark one of the most unusual representatives of marine fauna. Adult individuals of this species can reach impressive sizes. Their length ranges from 2 to 4 meters, and their weight varies from 180 to 220 kilograms. These impressive dimensions are certainly striking, but it's important to remember that the goblin shark inhabits the deep sea zone of the ocean, at a significant depth, inaccessible to most people. Its habitat is a realm of eternal darkness and immense pressure, where an entirely different world reigns. The goblin shark is a predator that prefers to hunt from ambush. It patiently waits for its prey and then strikes with lightning speed. The basis of its diet is small fish and crustaceans, a quite typical diet for deep-sea predators. Its role in the ecosystem of the deep-sea regions of the ocean is not yet fully studied, but undoubtedly, it plays an important role in maintaining biological balance. Despite its fearsome appearance, the goblin shark, according to available data, behaves passively and does not show aggression towards humans. Its behavior in its natural habitat, under conditions of complete darkness and immense pressure, remains largely unstudied. Researchers are making significant efforts to gather information about this unique creature, using modern technologies that allow them to observe goblin sharks in their natural environment without interfering in their lives. A mesmerizing appearance and mysterious way of life make the goblin shark an object of keen interest for ichthyologists and all marine biology enthusiasts. Angel shark. The angel shark, a graceful creature of the ocean depths, is a relatively small bottom-dwelling shark that prefers the sandy ocean floor. It can be observed patiently lying in wait, almost blending in with the sand, as it waits for suitable prey. Camouflage is its main weapon, allowing it to suddenly attack unsuspecting victims. The size of this shark is impressive not for its scale, but rather for the gracefulness of its form. On average, the length of an adult is about 2 meters, approximately 7 feet, and its body weight reaches 35 kilograms. Despite its impressive appearance to some, the angel shark does not pose a serious threat to humans. Its teeth, although sharp, are relatively small, and its bite force is incomparable to the power of larger ocean predators. Moreover, the angel shark is known for its peaceful nature. It prefers to avoid contact and conflicts with other sea creatures, as well as with humans. An attack is possible only in extreme cases when the shark feels threatened, for example, when someone tries to catch it or when a diver approaches carelessly. This makes it a safe subject for observation by diving enthusiasts. However, despite its peacefulness, the angel shark plays an important role in maintaining the balance of the marine ecosystem. It is an effective regulator of the population numbers of its prey, contributing to the preservation of biological diversity in its habitat. Interest in the angel shark is not limited to the scientific community. Its unusual appearance, calm nature, and mysterious lifestyle attract the attention of divers from all over the world. Sharks in movies. Interest in sharks significantly increased thanks to the movie Jaws, which was released in the mid-80s. This film not only became a source of a new phobia for several generations of viewers, but also served as the foundation for the creation of a separate subgenre of films about killer sharks, instilling fear comparable to that caused by fantastic monsters, and often surpassing them in realism. Huge predatory fish have since become a familiar element in the horror genre. I've compiled a list of 10 shark movies with the highest ratings on Kinopoisk for you. And the first place goes to the film Soul Surfer, released in 2011 with a rating of 7.7. The second place rightfully belongs to Jaws from 1975 with a rating of 7.3. The third place goes to Kon-Tiki from 2012 with a rating of 7.3. Fourth is The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou from 2004 with a rating of 7.2. Fifth place goes to Deep Blue Sea from 1999 with a rating of 7. Sixth, The Shallows, 2016, rating 6.3. Seventh place goes to the sequel Jaws 2, released 3 years after the first in 1978 with a rating of 6.2. Eighth place goes to Open Water, 2003, with a rating of 6.2. Ninth place goes to the sequel of the previous film Open Water, Adrift, 2010, with a rating of 5.9. And rounding out our top 10 is the film Bait 3D from 2011 with a rating of 5.3. And this is just a small part of the shark movies. I think the species can be safely given an Oscar. What do you think? Interesting facts. And to conclude this informative and entertaining video about sharks, I'll share 5 intriguing facts about them. Electrosensory organs. Sharks have special organs called ampullae of Lorenzini, which help them detect electromagnetic fields generated by living creatures. These organs help sharks find prey even when it's hiding. The ability to sleep while moving. Some species of sharks can sleep slowly, moving with their eyes closed and their brains partially shut down. This allows them to continue receiving oxygen and remain alert to their surroundings. Tooth replacement. Sharks' teeth are constantly replaced throughout their lives. Some species can have up to several thousand teeth, as old teeth grow and fall out to make room for new ones. Sensitivity to vibrations. Sharks can sense the faintest vibrations in the water thanks to their lateral lines. This system helps sharks navigate their environment and find food. Long history of existence. Sharks have existed on Earth for over 400 million years, making them some of the oldest living organisms on the planet. They have survived many changes on Earth and continue to inhabit the oceans. These facts are not only informative but also highlight the remarkable diversity and adaptability of sharks, making them important inhabitants of marine ecosystems. Conclusion. So, what can I tell you? Killer sharks are not always as bloodthirsty as they are portrayed in movies and the media. As we have seen, there are friendly species among them. They are key players in ocean ecosystems and are actually very important for the health of our seas. And remember, the ocean is full of mysteries, and sharks help us uncover them every minute. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of sharks. I hope you learned something interesting. Stay with me, share, and keep an eye out for new exciting episodes. See you next time.